you guys a hack. 3 grams of carbs, 10 calories per serving, 10 calories. Another sweet tooth hack, organic oatmeal right here, single ingredient, reduced fat mozzarella, that's the best option. So we got a big shoulder day today, man. I've been watching across YouTube to get some good workouts in and to kind of switch it up. So I was watching C-Bum, man. He's an insane athlete. So I'm gonna try his shoulder workout today, man. So Mr. Olympia, C-Bum shoulder workout. But you know I gotta kick it off with the Dead Game Max. You guys can get it at strengthcartel.com. This is my go-to pre-workout, man. I mean, you guys want insane energy, insane pump? This is it, man. So I've never done side laterals before shoulders. I always start off with military press because that's a compound movement and that's the heaviest movement that I always want the most strength in the beginning. But I saw C-Bum and I guess he fatigues his shoulders before he goes into a shoulder press. So he uses a similar machine just like this for some side laterals. And I saw he was doing sets of 20. So we're gonna get it in, man. Side laterals before military presses or overhead shoulder presses, whatever you want to call it. Did more than 20, but I don't know how many sets or reps he honestly does. He doesn't really say it. I was just trying to listen to key points, like when he does the shoulder press on like the Smith machine. I was hearing, he was training actually with Hani Rambo that trains all the Mr. Olympias, but he was saying on the Smith machine to keep 8 to 10 reps. Myself, I like to do 2 to 4 sets depending on how heavy I go up to and depending on the exercise. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. So I did 3 sets of some sides and now I'm gonna go do some Smith machine. Let's go. I'm a little bit more declined than I wanted to be instead of more upright, but that was the only way that I could kind of fit and get a good range of motion right now. And then when I move on to dumbbells, I'll have the seat a little bit more upright. Okay, one more set. I was able to do 8 to 10 on the last set. I'm gonna go for 8 to 10 again on this one, or I guess I should say I went for 10 last set. I'm gonna go for 10 again. Let's get it. So next we have seated dumbbell overhead press. 80s. Last set, dumbbell overhead presses, hundreds for 10 reps. Let's get it. The next exercise we have here is gonna be front lateral raises for the front delts. I do notice that all the bodybuilders, all the Olympians I should say, they all do front raises still. So, about to do some front raises. I know they did about 20 reps, and what I was noticing that he was doing, that Hani, he was having him hold it at the top for like half a second. So basically you go up, and then down, but hold it for half a second. And they did it on a bench like this. Let's get it, 20 reps. No joke. Last set, let's get it. 40. That's a wrap for those, man. Those were no joke, C-Bum and Hani. No joke. I'm gonna include those in my shoulder workout weekly. For the last 2 sets, I saw C-Bum pretty much after those front lateral raises, he was done with the workout, he went home and grubbed. So for me, I still gotta hit some rear delts, and I'm gonna hit 1 more set of side laterals with dumbbells. So I'm gonna do a superset, rear delts, side lateral dumbbells, superset. I'll probably do 2-3 sets of those, 20-25 reps each, and call it a day. So let's get this shit. That's a wrap for the shoulders. Now, let's head off to the grocery store. I'm gonna show you guys a hack. Afraid to walk. Can't be afraid to do a little cardio. When I was bigger, and I was heavier, and I was overweight, and I was lazier, I used to park up close with all the rest of them. But now, you gotta park away, man. Especially when you have a nicer vehicle. You don't want people to ding your car with the shopping cart or their door. Walk a few more steps, get a little more cardio in. Gotta park far, so park far from Vaughn's, but it's just me. Been putting oatmeal back in to my diet, one of the carbs that I eat daily. I still eat white rice, and I'll eat the white rice after my workout, but in the morning I've been eating oatmeal, organic oatmeal right here, single ingredient. So the only ingredient that there is in here is organic whole grain rolled oats. So I get these, no sugar. Just honestly, it's not that sugar's terrible for whatever reason. I do it for the calories, and I do it so I don't spike my insulin, and sugar turns into fat, so I try to stay away from the sugar. But I do use fake sugar, so I'm gonna show you what I like to put in my oatmeal. Syrup wise, this is what I learned from my boy Buzzo. I get this right here, Carrie's sugar-free syrup. You guys are probably gonna say synthetic sugar, fake sugar is worse than real sugar. Maybe, I don't know when it comes to the whole cancer stuff or whatever, but what I do know is it's not gonna process the same in your body as normal sugar. It's not gonna spike your insulin level. It's not gonna turn into fats. So honestly, this right here, this is clutch. 3 grams of carbs, 10 calories per serving. 10 calories, nothing, man. So you could kind of pile that on there with your oatmeal. Another sweet tooth hack, sugar-free Jell-O, man. Strawberry, orange, look, no carbs, no sugar. Like I said, this is another sweet tooth hack right here. And you freeze it a little bit too, tastes fire. So I'll pick one up just because it's right here, but that's another good hack. Normally When I go to Sprouts, they got the big blueberries, these jumbo ones that are super fire. Last thing that I'm grabbing is some low-fat reduced cheese. I always like cheese, but obviously it's high in fat. So now that I've lost the weight and I've been able to kind of keep it off, I just make better choices. Like I said, throwing in the oatmeal, throwing in the sugar-free syrup, and then throwing in some reduced fat cheese. Man, I like to put it on my eggs. I like to put it on my ground chicken or my ground beef, and it just makes it easier to eat and more sustainable. Reduced fat mozzarella, that's the best option. Half of the other one. The other cheeses are like 8 grams of fat. There's only 4 grams of fat. Those are 110 calories. These are 70. So this is the one I was looking for. I'm telling you, it really doesn't taste any different than the other cheese, man. And it's less, half the fat, half the calories, man. So I'm gonna grab a couple of these. Little Halloween, little crazy mask. Put it on for you guys right now.
$3.99.
I hope you guys enjoyed the workout, the C-bum shoulder workout, and also my little hack to your sweet tooth, either in the morning or at night, guys. So if you guys like this type of content, make sure you guys comment down below, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and keep banging.